Okay, we're back. Gonna check our thinking up top first. So this one part we were just either writing addend or total. Well, I know that the 70 is an addend, 40 is an addend. You put those two together to get your total of 110. This next one right here, well, the 110 is just a total, or is a total, and the 40 is an addend, and the 70 is an addend. Next one here. 40 is an addend, 70 is an addend, and put those together to get your total, 110. I'm going to go to my subtractions. Well, 110 is my total. I take away one of the addends, 70, and then I still have 40 left as one of my addends. And then down here below, well, I know that 110 is still my total. If I take away 40, one of my addends, then it equals 70 over here, that's one of my addends. And then I start here with 110, what's my total? Take away one of my addends, 40, and then I have 70 left as my other addend. You can pause there just to check your own page. Okay, and then down below, now I'm going to make my different equations for this. Well, in this one I did 80 plus 60. Well, I can just switch. 60 plus 80 equals 140. Okay. For this one, I can start by writing 140 equals 80 plus 60. And the same thing for this one right here too. I can start by writing 140 equals, this time though, 60 plus 80. And this is addend. Addend, total, addend, total, addend. Now my subtraction problems. I can start off with 140. I did minus 80 equals 60. This time I can do minus 60 equals 80. And then down here, I could write 80 equals 140 minus 60, or I can write 60 I don't think I'll have enough space here. This time I could write 60 equals 140 minus 80. So, you can check your answers there. Pause this, and when you're done, just submit this back to Schoology, page 389. Alright, we are going to go to the next page then. This page is page 390. So if you haven't got this off of Schoology yet, go to Schoology and send it to Notability, page 390. Okay, so now we are going to be doing some word problems here. Next to it, we're going to be showing our work, and for showing our work today, we're going to be doing Math Mountains. So I'm just going to start by reading number 3, but it says solve each problem, label your answers. So this is called an add to problem. So it's going to be something we're going to be kind of learning about. So you start with something and you add to it to get your answer. Chris's group picked 80 apples. His mother's group picked 60 more apples. How many apples do they have now? Okay, I'm going to do a math mountain. Well, Chris's group started with 80. That's an addend. His mother's group picked 60 more. It's an addend. Then I have to figure out 80 plus 60. I could do it mentally. I'm going to do this quick just to make sure I have it correct though. 0 plus 0 is 0. 8 plus 6 is 14. 4, carry the 1 up there, 140. So my total is 140. So how many apples do they have now? Oh, okay. 140 apples. So for these other 3 problems, you're going to be doing the same thing. You are going to do a math mountain. If you need to do the work, I really recommend it. Just make sure you get it right, because remember, mathematicians are accurate. It means they get everything right. And then just make sure you have your answer with a label. I'm still going to read all of these though. And I'll make sure, I should pause this here so everybody can get this first answer here. For number 3, pause it if you need to. Before I go to number 4, just remember it's an add to, because Chris's group had 80, so we started with 80. His mother's group picked 60, so we added more to the 80. So we did 80 plus 60. Okay, so now we're going to go to number 4. This is a take from. Oh, take from, so I don't know if that sounds like plus. That might sound like a minus. Chris's group had 140 apples. They ate 80 of them. How many apples do they have now? So here's just a little bit of a helper when you're doing your math mountain for this one. So they had 140. It sure sounds like a total to me. 80 of them. That's going to be one of the add-ins. But I need this spot right here. How many apples do they have now? So that's what you're going to try to figure out. And so for that one, you might want to do work like right next to it. It looks like probably a subtraction one to me because I already have the total. I'm going to take away or take from that. I'm going to take away from 140. I think that's going to be a subtraction problem then. And then you're going to make sure you're going to get your label there too, apples. Now these other ones I'm not going to show you as much, but you can pause there just to kind of fill in some of those pieces for number 4. Okay, and we're going to go to number 5 here. I'll read number 5. This is put together or take apart. Interesting, okay. Well, Allison's class brought 70 juice boxes to the picnic. Taylor's class brought 50 juice boxes. How many juice boxes did they bring all together? Okay, so remember you need a math mountain. And then you're going to, if you need to do the work, you do the work over there. I'm not going to tell you if it's a plus or minus though. This is another and so this one right here, put together, hint. Number 6, it's either going to be a put together or a take apart. There are 120 juice boxes at the picnic. Allison puts 70 on tables and leaves the rest in the cooler. How many juice boxes are in the cooler? That sounds a little bit more like a take apart. But you need a math mountain and work if you need to. That's where we're going to stop there. So you are going to do page 390. In the next part of the video, we'll come back and check answers. Have fun.